Welcome, Taurus, to your end of the month reading for November. Okay. For those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you friends do have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Let's just get in here and see what's going on with you towards the end of the month. And the Mercury retrograde will be going out on the 29th. Do have a little bit of confusion and chaos going on towards the end of the month. Feels like there's a little bit of clouded judgment over here. Could be dealing with an air sign, could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra who has you a little confused at this time, or it just could be yourself. Just, you know what, anything could be confusing you. So take that how it is. If I see it as a person, I do feel like it is a person. I was just going to say if I see it as a person, but I do see it as a person. I do feel like this person could be a little bit confusing. It looks like they are trying to tell you their truth, and they could be telling their truth about this water sign that they're dealing with. And it feels like you could be kind of stuck in the middle, whether it's at work, romantic, platonic, it doesn't matter. It does feel like there is two other people here, but it does feel like King of Swords is confusing you with their truth about this Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio commitment that they have with them. So it is causing a little bit of rethinking your ideas, rethinking your approaches, rethinking about how you're going to do things when it comes to this person. So tell me about the King of Swords. We're just going to call them Aquarius for now. And we'll call the King of Cups Pisces for now, okay? That way we don't get confused within the situation. So tell me about this King of Swords. King of Swords also could be a lawyer or somebody who is in the judicial area of life. Doesn't have to be, though. The ending, having some kind of transformation when it comes to them. It's the way that they're speaking about ending this situation, the way that they're wanting this transformation, this ending with you. Something that feels like, but there is this desire to want to they don't want to fight about the situation. They don't want it to be this thing where it's like where we're going to have to make up. They don't want it like that. They want it on good tidings. They want to say their goodbyes. They want to make this end on a good note. So that way there doesn't feel like there's any kind of forgiveness or reconciliations needed. It's kind of like, thank you for a good time. I hope you have a great time. You know what I mean? On your way in life, you know what I'm saying? I wish you the best. That kind of scenario. So if you guys are committed or you were dating, this would be the friendly way out of a relationship, right? It's not just the whole, it's me, not you. It's not really even like that. It's literally like, I have other commitments, other places, or I don't want to do this anymore, but I don't want this to end up in the big blowout. So they're trying to keep it from a big blowout area of your life. So that way there's no harsh feelings. But it is confusing you because you're kind of it's almost kind of like it has this underlining of where's this coming from though? Why do they not want to be my friend anymore? Why do they not want to provide services for me anymore? Sort of like if it was your gardener, right? All of a sudden they're like, yeah, we don't want to, work for you anymore. It's, I don't, something like that. Or just a friendship. On the King of Cups over here, this really feels like a you, them versus them. You is like this is like definitely some kind of triangle going on over here. Yeah, could be a lover's triangle for sure. And it doesn't have to be, though, because it could be that I found, like, if you guys are business owners or something, it could be like the person doesn't want to work with you anymore because they found another, job over here with the King of Cups, but they don't want to leave on, burning bridges. This is I don't want to burn bridges scenario over here, Taurus. They don't want to burn bridges with you. Because I do see the lovers over here on top of the commitment. And then I do see the looking out for something better, something more passionate. looking at someone else, even perhaps. Maybe they found someone else on their journey. Queen of Swords coming out as the King of Swords. It's the same person. It's the same energy. That's not you. That's them. Saying that they're making boundaries, though. They're making sure that they're making boundaries because they feel like there was some extreme, there has to be some kind of extreme measure being placed at you, Taurus, for this situation. They don't want to burn bridges, but they want to make sure that there are some boundaries between you and this person. They want to understand that there's going to be no heartbreak. They don't want this to go down as just another heartbreak, another heartache. They want you to carry on, wayward son, over here with the strength. And make sure that you understand that this was going nowhere. They were bored within this relationship, or they knew that you were bored within this job, so they're going to let you go. Take it how it is. More than anything, guys, it's a relationship where they felt stuck. They felt like there was this relationship is going nowhere. There's no need for it. So they've been focusing on the outwards, looking somewhere else. If you know this is you, Taurus, that's fine. And maybe you're giving back to this Aquarius. There is some delays and frustration and holding off. But no matter what, there is this confusion that's going on when you're feeling like they're holding back. No matter what, you still feel like they're kind of holding back from telling everything. But it's because they don't want to hurt your feelings over here, Taurus, or vice versa. Okay, cross watchers, if you feel like Taurus is not telling you the overall truth of the situation, it's because they're not trying to burn those bridges. They don't want the challenge. They don't want to hurt you. Okay, they just feel like there's something overcommitted over here when it comes to the situation that's getting nowhere. It's becoming more of a challenge than it's worth. So I'm leaving. And they could be leaving towards this Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. They do not have to, because that right there could also just be going towards their emotional fulfillment and moving on towards what's best for them. Yeah, no matter what, this is going to cause a new chapter. It's almost like you got to set the record straight before the end of the year over here. I don't want to bring this into 2026 with me. That's really what this is. I'm not bringing this into 2026. There is confusion, though. But I feel like the confusion is, why now? Why would you do this? Why didn't we talk about this sooner? Why does it have to be this way? You see what I'm saying? It's a bunch of whys. That's where the confusion is. It's a bunch of whys. Can't we talk about this? No, there is no talking about this. As you can see, there's just truth here, but there's no real communication. The communication is, it was fun, thank you very much, gotta go. And then the new world comes. Yeah, they don't want to talk about this because they feel like they need to get out of Dodge, or you need to get out of Dodge quickly. It's all about being quick, being strategical, and being quick about the situation so there's no hurt feelings. But you have to ask yourself, though, is that really the way to do something? Just because you think that that's the way that it's not going to hurt, or that's the way they think it's not going to hurt, do you think that it's really not going to hurt? I mean, that's only one perception, but it is the perception that's coming up. And that's where the confusion is coming. If there is, enough love in this relationship with that other person, it's almost like you're trying not to hurt their feelings, but not having, or them not having, a real heart-to-heart conversation about the situation, or a real conversation about the situation, just leaves things lingering. You're trying to get to make a complete circle, but we have to ask this question: does it really just leave strings attached? Well, whatever it is, they're getting out of Dodge. They're getting the hell out of Dodge, so it doesn't much matter. I mean, that was just the way it was. It's the way it is. It's going to feel like a tower moment. But they definitely do feel, or you do feel like, I'm still going to go with them doing it to you, Taurus. I still feel like they think that this is the positive way to do something. This is the way it needs to be done. I don't want to hurt Taurus. Okay, but having a heart-to-heart conversation with Taurus is not going to make it better. I mean, look, it's you, it's them, Taurus, and this person. And if they're going towards someone else, I mean, it's, I don't know why they're feeling like this is going to be so favorable, this outcome. Kind of like putting all chips aside, you know? And it's like, I mean, yeah, I see where it is. They don't want to fight about the situation. No real hurt feelings about the situation. For those of you who it really does mean something really deep to you, it's going to hurt no matter what. Okay. If you really are going to say, you know what, it didn't really matter, but it was damn, but no matter what, it's going to confuse you because it's going to come out of nowhere. Getting an angel number. 0303, taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. Just okay. Okay. So I guess, you know, they're going to leave, and it's going to confuse you because they're not going to give you a real why. They're going to leave that hanging. And cross watchers, if you know it's Taurus, are going to leave you hanging, not 100% telling you. They're going to tell you the truth, but they're not going to tell you everything that you feel was necessary to this situation. Maybe it'll come up soon. I don't know. Till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.